Hi, hello, namaste. Welcome back to Needs of Children. We are discussing about 8th standard English medium social science. In that, political science, lesson number 4, local government. Let's come to the what are the very important learning points from this chapter. In this chapter, you learn the importance of forming of local government, the objectives and functions of local government, the formation, administration, responsibilities and duties of local government. Let's come to the introduction and history for local government. The concept of local government in India is very old. As a Chola dynasty, one of the ancient kingdoms of India, gave the importance the growth of local self-government. Even many of other ancient kingdoms, they gave the concept of existence of the local self-government. Among that, Chola dynasty gave a major contribution for the growth and development of local self-government. Local self-government provide a link between the government and masses, nothing but people. It helped the people of locality to voice their problems. Even locally, whatever they are facing the problems, they can solve their problems like basic needs. The local government helped to solve local problems at the local level with the cooperation and involvement of the people. Very importantly, whatever they are facing the local problems, even they can solve with local level, with the cooperation, with the coordination, with the involvement of the people. The involvement of people in administration strengthened the democratic institution at the grassroots level. The people were vested with powers of electing representatives of local administrative bodies. The self-governing bodies called local self-government become the basis for the decentralization of power. When British Viceroy Lord Ripon tabled the Bill on Local Government in the year 1882, the concept of local government, it was in a proper way, in an authentication way. The British Viceroy Lord Ripon tabled the Bill on Local Government in the year 1882. This bill enabled the formation of the local government. Hence, Lord Ripton was considered as the father of local government in India. Lord Ripton is considered as the father of local government in India. Some of the acts were passed in the year 1919 and 1935 by the British, provided more power to local self-governing institution in India, especially the British Constitutional Development Acts like 1919, 1935. They gave more importance for the powers to local self-governing institutions. To realize the dream of Gram Swarajya, our father of nation, the government of India adopted a direction was included in the Article 40 in our Indian Constitution, which states that the state shall take the steps to organize village panchayat. Gram Swaraj, it was the dream of Mahatma Gandhi ji. So his dream, it has been given more importance under the article number 40 in our Indian Constitution. And some of the very important articles like 73 and 74th constitutional amendments, which came into effect in the year 1993, became the milestone in the history of Panchayat Raj system. Article 73 and 74 of our Indian constitutional amendments came into force in the year 1993. This, it is become as one of the milestone in the history of Panchayat Raj system. when come to the part of our Karnataka Panchayat Raj Act was came into effect as per the 73rd Amendment to Indian Constitution in 1993 April 24. Here it is, the 73rd Amendment, Part 9th. The Panchayats of our Indian Constitution will provide a lot of changes and framing the structure, functions, administration concepts of the local self-government in the name of Panchayat Raj system. According to 74th Amendment, provides the constitutional status to civic administration. In Schedule 9th A, articles from 243T to 243ZZ detailed the civic administration. In the post-independence period, to establish and strengthen local bodies, the Karnataka state government was introduced Panchayat Raj Act in 1983 and it came into effect in 1985. So that's the history of how the concept of local self-government it is came into existed. Then let's come to the concept of what is local government. Yes, the democratic institution at the grassroot level helps to solve local problems at the local level with the cooperation and involvement of the people is known as local government. Even local self-government became the basis for the decentralization of the power. The power should not be concentrated in the hands of the few people. It has to be decentralized. As for that, Karnataka Panchayat Raj Act was framed as per the 73rd Amendment to the Indian Constitution in the year 1993. Indian Constitution in the year 1993. This was renamed as Karnataka Grama Swaraj Panchayat Raj Act in the year 1993 in 2015. The Panchayat Raj system, now it has been renamed as Karnataka Grama Swaraj to Panchayat Raj Act 1993 in 2015. The current Panchayat Raj system is according to this act. So let's come to here are some of the very important objectives of the local self-government. Among that, the first one, to involve the local people in solving the problems of their own locality. Whatever they are facing the problems, they can solve with own locality. That is a major objective of the local government. And the second one, it provides the knowledge of administration to common people. Irrespective of men and women, they can be participate and share their knowledge. Provide the knowledge of administration to common people. And the third one, to help in decentralization of powers and make the administration more efficient. Decentralization, the power it will be decentralizing and make the administration more efficient. And the fourth one, to train or develop leadership qualities among the people at grassroots level. So these are the major objectives of local government. Let's come to some of the very important functions of local self-government. Among that, the first one, to maintain and protect the panchayat property, whichever considered as the panchayat property, those property will be maintained as well as protect. It is the responsibility of the local self-government. And the next, to prepare the annual budget of local body, to undertake health and family welfare programs. So it is give the concentration towards the health and family welfare programs at the local level. To plan and undertake development works like laying roads, electrification, housing and supply of drinking water, etc. are the very important basic essential needs will be providing to village level. To plan and undertake the developmental works, among that roads, here it is electrification and construction of housing and supplying the drinking water facilities. To encourage and implement the primary, secondary, adult and informal education programs at the grassroots level. Secondary education, even adult education, informal education programs will be undertaking. Maintain cleanliness and sanitization of the area. Very important. That is the cleanliness and sanitization. Sanitation is the very important concept of rural area, grassroots level, village area. It has to be give the awareness to the people. Under the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, it has wonderful programs are taken to maintain the cleanliness as well as sanitation. To prevent all sorts of pollution and provide better health facilities. So in case of any sorts of pollution, if it is happening in rural areas, industries, so those sorts of pollution and provide the better health facilities to the rural area people. To provide facilities for the distribution of essential commodities like food grains, kerosene through the fair price shops. That is also one of the very important concept. To ensure prompt registration of birth and deaths. That is birth certificate and death certificate entry. So these are will be undertakes in the local self-governments only. To encourage agriculture, animal husbandry, khadi and handicraft industries are also will give the importance. Agriculture getting the importance, encouragement, animal husbandry, khadi and handicraft industries. Animal husbandry, khadi. So these are also will getting the encouragement through the local self-government. These are the handicrafts. To undertake the programs for conservation of soil, water and forest. So this is very importantly in rural areas has to be undertake and get the educate to rural peoples to undertake such kind of programs, especially conservation of soil, water and forest. Here it is conservation of soil and water forest areas. To educate and agricultural extension programs to help the farmers. It has help to farmers, undertake farmers to help programs. To plan and implement the welfare schemes for especially scheduled castes and scheduled tribes, weaker section, women and children. So undertake the programs especially for the SC, ST, a weaker section, women and children, benefits for them. So such kind of programs has to be undertaken, welfare schemes has to be undertaken. To collect the taxes, fees and penalties. So though it is rural area, house tax, water tax, empty places tax. So these are some of the very important taxes will be collecting and fees, penalties will be collecting. This is the major income for the local bodies. And at last, to identify the beneficiaries for the various and welfare programs for the government. So in case any other various schemes beneficiary like adult allowances or monthly basis programs and loans to providing to welfare programs for the government. To identify the beneficiary for the various and welfare programs for the government. So these are the very important functions of the local government. Let's come to the here. These are the welfare programs for the disabled peoples. It is providing the beneficiary programs. So these are the very important functions of the local government. Let's come to the what are the sources of income. Even the local self-governing bodies require some of the funds to implement various plans and projects to maintain the source of income to local bodies. Among that, amount collected through the water cess, health cess, education cess, library and reading room cess. These are the major source of income for the local self-governments. Amount collected through the building tax, vacant land tax, taxes on business establishments, markets, entertainment houses and advertising bodies. So these are also playing a very important role as a source of income. Taxes collected from the tourist spots, rental and lease amount collected on their properties, at last financial grants from the state government. So these are the very important source of income for the local government. So that's it about today's session. I hope you have understood till now what we are discussed. In case if you have any doubts related to till now what we are discussed, you can comment in the comment box. I will solve your doubts and I will come back with the next video. Until, keep watching my channel. Thank you. Have a nice day. See you in the next session. Bye bye. Take care.